Hi, good morning. Sorry, the sun is absolutely blinding today. Day 3 of the March printing challenge from Jelly Arts. Stencil. Try a stencil pattern. Well, I did stencils yesterday, so I'm going to do the same again today, but not the same stencils. Let me just make sure you're in the right. Yeah. I'm not happy. This was a super cheap gel plate. It is turning out to be a blooming nightmare to work with, so I'm just going to use it from now on as a brayer off, or a clean up one. So I've pulled out my Dina Wakley one. It is long, that's the only thing. I'm not going to cut it, but this white mark on this cutting board thing here is the 5x7, which is what I'm printing my, well, yeah, it's a little bit bigger, but basically I'm going to be using this as my palette from now on, because that other one is driving me bonkers. Right, okay, so I'm going to try a triple pull. Sounds a bit fancy. We'll see if we can do it. As I say, because I did, this one's well loved, by the way. So, oh dear, never mind. Oh, it's a cat hair. Of course there's a cat hair, there's always cat hairs. Yeah, so we'll try. Sorry, that was really hard to squeeze. Oh dear. I keep looking at the Jelly Arts one. I really ought to give in and just get the, the proper gel plate, if you like. But I don't know. I've got all these other gel plates. I mean, come on. I can just make do with what I've got, really. Yes, I've had a bit of a disaster with that other gel plate, so that's gone right. That's it. I lost my rag with it. I hope this sun is not going to be in your way. I don't. It's on my arms, as you can see, but I think the actual view of what I'm doing is quite clear. Let me just double check. Yeah, we're all right. It'll do. We can't say no to the sun. Right, so we just need a plain background, which is what we've got there. So far, so good. Right, need to clean this off. I would normally use another bit of paper, but I've been having a disaster this morning, so I'm just going to make it easy on myself. Ooh. Just need to get rid of some of that paint. Water, rather. Right, let me just clean. Oh, fiddly dee. Right, okay. So the next layer, I want to use this. I don't know what these are anymore. Okay, I have had these for a very long time. Yeah, oh, another cat hair, lovely. Yeah, so colour wise, that was a mixture of diarylide yellow, Indian studio acrylic colour. I got it for cheap from Jackson's, and just a bog standard white. And then this one is cadmium orange hue. It doesn't kind of really matter what colours you use, as long as you like them, basically. So the next layer needs to be a fairly open stencil. I'm just going to lay that on. Should we lay it on like that? Kind of covering most of it as much as we can. Of course, the placement tool won't work now because I'm overlapping, but I'll get that on there anyway. So that's the next layer. Try and keep it clean. You need to get right in there and get all those bits, bitty bits. Have a peek. Ooh, looks like a giraffe. Let me just clean that brayer off before it dries on there. I'm just brayering off to the side there. Nothing exciting. The wobbling you can hear is because my table does wobble. The camera doesn't because it's on the windowsill, but the table does wobble, and it's all my pens in their little mounts. So sorry about the weird noises. I don't really care about the back of these. I quite like a messy gel print. Okay, that seems alright. And that seems alright. Well, so far so good. I've had a blooming nightmare with the rest of it. Right. Okay, so far so good. Does look like a giraffe actually. Okay, so we're going to lift this one up. We're not going to waste that, of course. We're going to pick that up and clean it up with a book page. And the next layer, I'll have to pause you because we need to let the next layer dry. So, and we need a finer stencil for that one. Where'd that baby white go? Stop chucking them in the bin. Just need to get rid of all that background. Normally I would lift all these, but you know, this little challenge, I'm not gonna be stopping to lift. You know, normally I'd put another coat of paint on there and just lift the whole pattern, but we're not going to go there, not for this challenge. Right, so the next stencil needs to be something finer. I don't think that will do. I've got a leafy one, but that's not very fine. Right, wait a sec. Right, I'll just clean this stencil off because you can probably see this is my second time of trying this because I had that disaster. I don't know what it is with that gel plate. It keeps on doing it to me, so it's out of here. So this isn't quite wide enough, but it'll be wide enough for what I want to do. So I'm just going to make sure it's stuck down well. This is an Art by Marlene one, by the way, in case you're wondering what stuff is. I'm going to go on with a Diner Red. So I'm going to use this useless palette here because I want to get paint in there. So again, just going to use the brayer. It is a Diner paint, this one. It's the iridescent red blue, so it should be quite interesting. I do like Diner paints. That's D-Y-N-A. They have a shape, a colour shifting something or other in them. Make sure that's all covered. Right, this will be the bit where I need to pause you because this needs to dry thoroughly. So let's just try and get a nice even coat on there. Did we smudge it? Let's have a look. No, not too bad. Right, so that all needs to dry. That needs to go in the tub in the bathroom to clean off. Back in a sec. Right, that's all dry. Let's see if it will lift. It wouldn't lift off of this one, which I now officially hate. So the last layer is going to be blue, and then we need to find a stencil with some really big holes. So I'm just going to put this layer on. Again, I think that's another Diner paint with the shiny bits in it. So this is the only stencil I've got with really big holes, so we're going with that. Please work. I'm at the end of me tether with this now. Actually, I'm going to put it in the middle there. Fingers crossed for me, peeps. Fingers crossed. Really need to work it into those little holes, or big holes, I should say. heap. Oh, it's not coming up. What am I doing wrong? Well, if it doesn't come up, maybe it's not the gel plate then. Maybe it's just me. I'm rubbing quite hard, so you can hear it when my pens wiggle. Maybe it's, would it be the Dyna paint? I wouldn't have thought so, because it's been activated by another layer. It should just peel. It is actually coming up. Good. Right, let me stand up. I never gel print sitting down, and this is why I like to get my whole body in there. It's lifting in that middle bit. It's not that difficult usually. Maybe just do 2 layers. Oh, it is coming up actually. It's just not that dark. Right, okay. Faith restored. I'll have an interesting pull-up sheet if nothing else. Right, I'm going to make this do. Yeah, so you can see. Get it out of the sun. You can see this print is coming up through here. So there we are, 3 layers. It's usually a lot easier than that. I made that look incredibly hard work. See, it came up there. Didn't come up there. Oh, because there was nothing in there, you wally. That's why. Okay, well there we are. It worked. So 3 layers. And very psychedelic. Oh, gotta let you go. Bye.